When researching rooftop tents, I really wanted something that was going to be local, and I wanted something that was going to hold up in pretty much any kind of weather condition. If you guys know much about me and my background, I'm everywhere. It could be in freezing cold temperatures, it could be in 90-degree weather. Something that was going to work in all conditions was very important. Looking at some of the reviews and stuff like that, a lot of the people had very good things to say about it. So we ended up pulling the trigger on this guy. From the moment it arrived to the moment we got this up on the van is an absolute beast. The amount of space in this thing is out of control. You can fit Grandma, Uncle Bob, Aunt Sally, and the dog. For me and my family, it's me, my wife Jamie, my daughter Leona, and my other daughter Evie. So the four of us fit in here perfectly. There's room for extra power up here, so they've got their cell phones and iPads up here. We've got space for all their stuffies, blankets, you name it. One of the other main reasons we ended up going with the Roofnest Condor XL, not only the space, the amount of time it takes to set this thing up is literally minutes. When you're traveling 20 hours across the country with a bunch of kids and a wife that hasn't eaten in a while, you want to get there and set this thing up quickly so we can get to camping. When we pull into camp, literally the girls get out, run off, do whatever they need to do. I can set this thing up in 5 minutes and have it ready. The girls can be up here watching movies by the time I'm done, and then we can be down actually getting the fire ready, cooking dinner, and getting to camping. Another huge feature of the rooftop tents is just being off the ground. Being up here, it's got this treehouse feel. The girls absolutely love it, but at the same time, if we're in an area where there's bears, bugs, whatever, you know, it's so nice to be up and above looking down on something versus hearing something and unzipping that tent and that thing is right in your face. So just the idea of being up here, it's kind of an added safety feature, but at the same time, the views that this allows from up top here is pretty freaking epic. So one of the questions I get asked a lot, especially with this roof nest being on top of this van, is why have this roof nest? Because we have the van kind of kitted out, so it's got a bed and a kitchenette and stuff in there, and a bench that's technically another bed too. So the answer is space, 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 space. When you're in a van with your wife and 2 kids, you know, it's great. Everything you need is in this tight space. But once you get to a location and you guys all kind of want to spread out a little bit, we now have literally a separate bedroom for the kids if they want it. We can sleep up here with them. Just to have this option is absolutely killer, you know, because there's times where, yeah, we can't pull this out because we're staying in a parking lot or something like that overnight. But when we do get the opportunity to use this, it just feels so much more spacious when this is out and open. If you guys enjoy what you see so far, make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and let's get back to it. So another reason we went with the roof nest is because we get this awesome high vantage point. And as a photographer, being able to get up here and unzip this moonroof and get my tripod through here with the camera, and then have a heater in here with the heat coming out underneath me, like, this is a dream come true when you're talking about astrophotography in the middle of nowhere. So not only can I get my shots and not be freezing, I can actually have food up here, I could take a nap while I'm doing time lapses, you name it. Another cool feature of the Roofnest Condor XL is the built-in LED lighting. There's 2 strips on the bottom and there's 1 big giant strip up top here. It is adjustable, and all you have to do is bring up a little power pack, plug it in, and you are good to go. So if I had any complaints about the roof nest, honestly, it was when it arrived at my house. So it arrives kind of with freight shipping, so it comes on a pallet in a giant box. I had to slide it off the truck into my truck, drive it up to my house, and then get it off the back. Once it's off the back, you have to break it open and then get it up here. So because we decided to put this on the van, this was not an easy task getting this up here. We actually had to get some forks for our tractor and put the roof nest on the tractor and lift it up here, and then I got on here and kind of slid it on. Once it was up here, super easy, super quick, but honestly, that's really my only gripe about the whole thing. As far as durability, this thing is built like a tank. It's waterproof, there's rain fly that comes over the top. I mean, they pretty much did it all, so you didn't have to worry while you were out literally anywhere camping. Some of the ground tents that I've had in the past, you know, when you're camping, you need airflow. So airflow is very important. And when it came to some of the older tents, like, you got decent airflow, but it just wasn't enough. So the way that Roofnest actually developed this tent is that there's actually windows on all sides of this except for the far back where the plastic is for the cover of this. But there's actually a sunroof slash moonroof on top of this as well. So once you get all these open and you leave the bug screens on, the amount of airflow that's coming through this is just, it's fantastic. When we were on our first road trip down in Florida with the Roofnest, we actually woke up with this incredible breeze and this incredible view. So another reason to just kind of be up here with that breeze, it just gives it that treehouse feel, and you kind of feel like a kid. It's absolutely amazing. When doing research for all these rooftop tents and stuff, one of the things that kind of freaked me out was that these things actually run off gas struts, which is nice. So when you pop this open, it kind of just lifts up and does its thing. But at the same time, I was just very worried about wind, rain, whatever. If this thing was kind of gonna knock over on us while we were sleeping, whatever. But the gas struts that Roofnest use in their products are out of control. They actually make some little locks that you can put in there too. But the situation we found ourselves in Florida, we had this nice breeze in the morning, it was fantastic, but at night it got a little windy. So there was a point where I was, again, concerned that this might tip or whatever, but this thing was an absolute rock. I did not worry about it one bit. I fell asleep, didn't lose any sleep over it. So if I had to say one thing, just the gas struts and the thought behind everything that goes into this is absolutely amazing, and I appreciate it 100%. When it comes to van life, gas mileage is obvious a concern all the time because we have so much weight in here. We've got people in here. I was very concerned that when we put this extra 160 pounds on here, it was gonna do a little bit, it was gonna be noisy up here. Honestly, I could not tell any difference in gas mileage, and I could not hear this one bit. We've actually kind of slid this more to the back of the van just because of how the ladder comes out and where the doors open on the van, so we could get in and out and not have the ladder interfere with that. So in the spot that we put it, at one point, I was a little concerned that it would get noisy from the wind. Not at all. We have the VanTech roof rails on here, which are absolutely solid, and then that connected to the Roofnest. I mean, it doesn't move, it doesn't flex, it doesn't do anything. So there's absolutely no noise whatsoever. The Roofnest comes with some really cool accessories that I actually haven't seen on other rooftop tents before. So they have this little rail system on the bottom here that actually allows you to slide in little different types of bags that actually will hold your shoes. They will hold shampoo, toothbrushes, all kinds of stuff that you don't technically want to have in your tent, but you also don't want them to get wet or in the elements. So they actually have a little bit of a waterproof cover that goes on top of them, and it's kind of customizable. So you kind of use what you want when you want it. With some rooftop tents, they can be overcomplicated. Too many things moving, things you have to tighten, screws, whatever. When it comes to the Roofnest, this is a one-man operation. You literally swing it up with the gas struts, you pull the ladder out, you tip it back, you snug the ladder up tight to the level you want it with, and you're basically good to go at that point. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple, it appeals to everybody. Another thing that really sticks out when it comes to the Roofnest, the padding and the mattress that they put inside this is insanely thick, it's insanely durable, that is washable and removable. When you're in a normal tent, you're sleeping on the ground, there's rocks, there's sticks, whatever, you kind of get things in your back. This is beyond comfortable. There's enough space, there's more space in this Roofnest that I have in my own bed at home. One of the things I absolutely despise is sleeping on the ground, on uneven ground especially. You get knots in your back, you're sore. So getting up in the Roofnest with this amazing mattress that they've put in here, you actually get up in here and you fall asleep and you sleep through the entire night. Final thoughts. Overall, I am extremely happy with the Roofnest, the Condor XL. Like I said, the amount of space alone in here for my family has been absolutely amazing. Coming from the van, sleeping in there with everybody, to coming up here where we have just almost an infinite amount of space has been absolutely amazing. So not only does Roofnest make a killer product, the amount of time my family has spent in here and the memories that we have alone is worth every freaking penny. The girls cannot stop talking about this. They can't wait to get back up in it. So Roofnest, thank you, thank you, thank you for making a superior product, and we can't wait to get back out on the road. If anyone has any questions about the Roofnest, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will get back to you with any information that I have that will help you guys. So if you enjoy what we're doing doing on the channel here. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of the epic upcoming journeys. We'll catch you next time, fam. Much love.